Right, what we have here is my ER5 with a standard exhaust on, except this exhaust isn't quite standard. I'll show you why. Coming in here, I hope you can see on this little bit of video here, there's a crack here where the bracket on the hanger of the can has come away in quite a few places, and not satisfactory. Don't know why it's done that, but it has. So it's contemplated having it welded, but I mean, it's an old bike, but it's to do so it'd always be a dog's dinner. It'd interfere with the let's say the aesthetics of the bike on an ER5, yeah. So I decided to actually get a new can, throw caution to the wind, and decided that any repair that was done would probably be of a temporary nature, and I'd have to keep taking the pipes and off the headers, etc, etc. So that's that. So time for a new exhaust, and I've purchased a fuel exhaust, which they've just recently started manufacturing for this bike. They do it in the 3 can lengths, a 350, a 400 and a 450mm, with a removable baffle if that's your thing. I purchased a 350, so we'll see how it goes on to this bike. I should perhaps state at this time, I'm not an employee of Fuel Exhausts. I don't have any relatives or friends that work there, and I have no vested interest financially in the company at all, other than a customer who has contacted them for a replacement part. So I'm filming this on a small compact camera, so forgive the this is going to be an independent review, not a something of the quality of a Steven Spielberg production. Okay, so what's in the box? Well, as you can see, a little bit this very highly polished can there, the hanging bracket there, and a link pipe there. I'll try to shift my light out of the light a little bit, and a set of instructions which gives you the cutting points for the OEM exhaust system, which seems to be quite straightforward, and some general hints and tips for fitting the exhaust. As I said before, the exhaust has got a lovely finish on it, very nice finish on it. I'll change the position of the light a little bit, and you can put the Fuel's logo on there, which is actually a riveted aluminium logo. You have a clamp here, just some description, and another clamp here, a similar type, which will actually be the one that goes onto the OEM exhaust. Everything looks of good quality, as I say, nicely. Probably won't come out too well in this video, but of a little view inside the exhaust with some a little bit of baffling, all obviously made of stainless steel. I'm trying to roll it in the light a little bit, perhaps give you the effect of what is actually made of a little bit better. And the other end is shows the removable baffle, which is underneath with the nut there. You can probably see if it snaps into focus, and a little Allen key on the bottom for removing the baffle very easily and putting it back very quickly should be required. And by the look of the size of the baffle, the removable baffle, it would actually fit underneath the seat of the ER5, so should anybody require to put it back, you could do so very quickly. But I suppose by carrying it, you could actually be interpreted as a knowing admission of guilt, the fact that you were carrying the thing. Okay, as I say, it's very highly polished. Any marks on it that are either due to the light it's in or my mucky molars that's been handling it. And a very pleasant surprise is this very vital component, a packet of Kendal mint cake. I don't think that's for installation procedures. Oops, upside down. So we'll see how we go with that. So that's what's in the box. Okay, back to the cutting bit. You can see what I've done here is fuel recommending the instructions that you make a cut from that weld there where the header clamps meet, about 125mm back, and I put a bit of tape around there temporarily to help me as a cutting guide. I'm going to do it with a hacksaw. It would make probably a neater job if I actually took the headers off and if I had it on a bench to cut it, but that's not the case. So I should perhaps say at this moment a couple of things that I also meant to say when I was upstairs doing the examining the contents of the box. That the all items, they came very well packaged, and all the items you did see did come individually wrapped so they wouldn't scrape against each other inside the box. I contacted Fuel Exhausts yesterday at about lunchtime, direct by phone, although they are advertised elsewhere, and a phone call was taken by a very nice, polite lady who seemed very efficient and was even polite enough to laugh at some of my jokes. And as I say, I ordered it yesterday lunchtime, and today about lunchtime it arrived by courier, which was the next day, which is good delivery service, I would say. Okay, back in a bit when I've hacksawed away. Okay, here we have the exhaust chopped off to the hopefully right length. If we move over here, I think we can see the full extent of the damage or failure of the other one. But, see, so I think that was lost cause. I think I'd have been throwing good money after bad trying to get that welded up. And there we have it, a finished job. Piece of cake, even though I say it myself. I should be a mechanic, not a photographer. Let's just show you a little bit. That's the hanging bracket there, which looks actually a much more permanent job than the Kawasaki OEM version, although I'm sure it's served people very well in many areas. The OEM official price for the OEM exhaust, by the way, replacement is 750 quid. So at this price, this is actually a very good bargain. Not really an option, as the bike's probably not worth a lot more than that. There's the little link pipe there after the exhaust stub cut off. I just say the exhaust stub, the exhaust pipe to cut through. I did use a brand new blade, which was a quality blade, not a 2 and 6 one. It took me about 5 minutes to get through that, no more, with a good quality blade in, and then a couple of minutes just to dress it up with a file and feed that. It's got the baffle fitted in at the moment. That's quite smart. Any mark you see on it, where I've had my grubby molars. So I'll fire it up. So excuse me a second. The camera goes a bit wonky. Let's put on ignition. Quick. And there we go. definitely throatier than the original OEM one. I know it's an ER5, it's not a sports bike, it's never gonna be, you know, it is what it is, but it's definitely a throatier, deeper noise. And will I try it without the baffle in? Yeah, of course I will. So I don't want to rev it too much because I don't want to annoy my neighbours too much, but I'll take it for a run, see how it goes, see how it sounds, and then I'll put the baffle out and do that. Then I'll do a recording of it without the baffle in and see what you think. Right, I'm going to go for a little test spin. So here we have it with the baffle out, and I've been for a road test. Okay, I know what you want. You want to hear what it sounds like first of all, and I'll talk to you a bit more. So I'll just move around. It's the starter. If I find it. Ignition off so I don't pop the battery. Right, so that's my ER5 with a fuel exhaust fitted, presently without the baffle on. The road noise with the baffle in, it's certainly a more pleasant engine note than the standard OEM one. Throatier, but not too intrusive. A little bit more a motorbike should sound, for want of a better expression. With the baffle out, yes, it is noisier. Not too over the top though, and but it's definitely got more. Sounds as if the bike got more kick to it, even if it hasn't. It sounds very nice. Burbles, pops, crackles in overrun, all the things that you want it to sort of sound like, really, whilst still being realistic that it is an ER5. So as a general overview, it took me about an hour to fit it. That was including a couple of cigarettes and a brew. About 5 minutes to sort of the pipe, and I say a couple of minutes to dress it up with a file. Is it a well-made product? Yes, it appears to be well engineered, certainly for the money, which brings is a good value for the money. Yeah, I would say so. Does it look as if it would last? Yes, it does. Does it look better than the OEM? Yes, it does. Does it sound better? Definitely, both with and without the baffle in. You have to keep realistic though. It is an ER5. Does it sound the same as my mate ZZR 1400 with the sports exhaust? No, it doesn't. Then you wouldn't expect it to. It's an unfair comparison. You're not comparing like for like. So far, I'm happy chappy. Perhaps do another review in a few months' time to see how we go. But all in all, a very easy product to fit. Very, very easy actually. I'll repeat once more. I'm nothing to do with fuel exhausts. I don't have a relative that works for anything or anything like that. I'm just a customer that rang them up yesterday and today had delivery of the product. So all in all, so far, very happy chappy. Hope this was of help to some people, and we'll see how we go. Cheers and beers.